Olá a todos, o meu nome é Daniel Sousa e estou aqui com Samda Young, ele que está a jogar pela NAVI na Blast Premier Lisboa. Hello, thank you for this interview. So tell me, how has it been adapting to NAVI? How is it like to play with these guys?
Yeah, hello everyone. So first of all, we don't have so much time, like we have only a few days of practice and some technical issues, but overall I think it's pretty decent and we can make a good show here and I'll do my best.
Well, I assume Navi's expectations are always to win, but I want to know your personal expectations for this event. You're back in Tier 1 Counter-Strike. What do you expect from this tournament?
Uh, yeah, my expectations is to focus on myself, like to play a really calm, nice Counter Strike with every experience that I have, and just to focus on things that a team needs from me. The most important.
Well, we can say this is the biggest opportunity in your career. How does it feel? How important is it for you to be here in Navi?
It's like super important for me. Like you said, it's the biggest chance in my life, and but I don't let the pressure come to me, and I focus on the things that I need to focus on, but not the pressure.
Well, the initial deal was kind of you play Blast, maybe a couple more tournaments. Is there any deadline for your trial period? Like you play these tournaments and then we find another player, or we keep you, or are you guys just letting things go and see how it works?
Yeah, it just depends on this tournament, and we don't have any timelines or something like that. Just play these tournaments, and we'll see what will be next. So we just focus on each day, day by day.
Well, I know this is a sensible matter, but we cannot forget what's happening in Ukraine, in your country. So, how have you lived that since day one? Because you still live in Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
How has it been from day one?
Yeah, it's like a lot to talk, but overall, I can say it's really hard for every Ukrainian, every people who is still there, and uh, what I want is to ask everyone to support our country, our people, and help as much as you can, the way as you can.
Well, which challenges does the war bring to your career? Because you wrote on Twitter in April that, for example, you cannot fully relocate if needed for due to the war.
Yeah.
What challenges does this bring to you as a player?
Uh, it's a mental challenges like or all over because sometimes it's hard to focus on game. At least it was in the beginning of the war. But when you get used to things, like for everything in this life, like you used to even to the war, and after that it's been easier for me. And now I think only problems that's the relocation. But overall, I feel good in game and outside the game as much as helping my team, my country, and my family.
What about your time at Mad Lions? It was, if I remember correctly, it was your first experience in an international lineup. What can you tell us about that? How it went? How was the team? What did you learn with that experience? Tell us a bit more about it.
Okay. I love absolutely everything in the Medlions. What happened? It was lovely experience and with a nice people, with one of the best organizations that I ever met. They were super friendly, helpful all the time. Even when this war started, they helped me with everything that I need, and it's been pretty nice because I always want to speak in play in English speaking team, and that was my dream. So we made it, and it was a bit sad when they decided to close the CS:GO division, but overall it was very nice experience, and I appreciate it.
Well, would it be an experience you'd like to repeat throughout your career to play with an international squad?
I don't focus on this thing anymore. I just want to play tier one Counter Strike, and that's the most important for me.
Well, this is your opportunity to get back into Tier 1 Counter-Strike, even if you don't take the spot at Navi. Do you think that your performances in these events can make you keep you into the tier 1 scene?
Yeah, of course, it's always like that. If you can only have maybe one good tournament, and some teams can pick you up, or you can have two good tournaments. It depends on the performance. So I'm just focusing on playing Counter-Strike.
Well, let me just ask you, how did it work on getting the contact from NAVI? Because a lot of people would probably be expecting them to replace an IGL with another one, but yet they made the choice of going with you. And how did it all work? Were you expecting that? Tell a bit about it.
To be honest, I didn't expect that, but my manager, my agent, Jerome from Prodigy Agency, he made it work. Like he contacted them and they figure out that there's a possibility to do that. We check everything and it worked out well. So now I'm here and that's it.
Well, are you a player that keeps an eye on what other teams are doing throughout the year, what other players are doing throughout the year?
Yeah, I'm following Counter-Strike pretty much every day, and if I have some free time, watching demos and things like that. So.
Well, then, is there any team or any player that it's kind of surprising you in a positive way this year? Someone or some team that you wouldn't be with much expectations on them, and they're just performing super well and doing amazing jobs?
Yeah, this team for me is Answer, I think. I didn't expect them to be this good, like, but I'm happy that they prove me thinking wrong, and I think they play really well, well-structured Counter-Strike, and they put exact right roles to the players in the team. So probably it's a Snappy and a coach team. So cheers for them, and also the NeoFrag from OG, the player. He played really well in Sinners. I don't know how it's going in BSOG, but he's a good player. So,
well, obviously, these first couple days you are not playing on the stage. You have to get through to the next stage to play in front of the crowd. But what do you know about the Portuguese crowd, about the country itself, and are you looking forward to get the opportunity to play in front of them?
Yeah, I'm super excited, and I hope I will get the chance because. When I watched the last time Blast in Portugal, it was insane. Like it's the most excited crowd that I seen in my life. Like I really love that, and the vibe, the feeling, like everything, it's pretty good. I love it.
Well, are you that kind of player that don't get affected by the loud noise of the crowd in tense situations during the match, or you think that a crowd can have that negative effect instead of giving you a boost in your game?
I think overall I'm pretty calm human being. Like I don't stress that much or hype that much. I'm just on my vibe like all the time. It's the same wave, and it doesn't affect me much. But it's always nice to feel support from all the crowd.
Yeah, but overall you don't get affected in any way, positive or negative,
Yeah,
by the crowd's noise in this.
Yeah,
okay. Well, is there any message do you want to send to the guys watching at home, to the Portuguese crowd?
Yeah. Thanks everyone for support Navi, and especially me individually. And I need to ask you guys to help Ukraine as much as you can, and we need it these hard times.
Well, thank you so much for this interview. Sam Young, com o jogador que vai disputar aqui a Blast Premier Lisboa ao serviço da NAVI, aqui comigo, Daniel Sousa, em entrevista para a FRAGlíder.